Someone's going to jail! Hello everyone and welcome back to the Super Smash Bros. Cinematic Universe Box Office Records, where we follow the movies that smash franchises, no matter the vices. And regretfully, we have some bad news to report. Of April 10th of 2025, we lost William Roberts. To many, he has a very unassuming name, but his career spans 40 years, with roles across animation and gaming alike. You would know him as Brio Reyes from Appleseed, Fukushima from Pat Labor the Movie, the Gale Giant in Peter and Magic Land, Gimme from Battle Angel, Rosie's father from Balto, Vesemir from The Witcher, Morrison from Crisis, Braidwood from Battlefield Bad Company 2, Commander Bowman from Strike Suit Zero, Ligan from Horizon Zero Dawn, but we know him in the Smash community as Dromark, Nia's blade and faithful friend. And so, we honor our fallen water element blade, whose voice has gone to the clouds sea, where all life began in the world of all rest. And here are some great moments.
If you desire warmth, why not take some from me? My lady, leave this to me.
I'm not just gonna abandon you, Zuma.
Over there, the capital is standing around me. Forgive me, but who are they? My lady has given up everything for you, yet still you realize nothing. My lady. As long as I'm by my lady's side till the end, then I'm satisfied. It's no good. I can't transfer power, my lady. The body may die, but never the soul, which is merely passed on. Souls flow onward, born and reborn, forever part of the great ether stream.
He'd want to be buried where he fell. It is traditional amongst mercenaries.
Though few knew of him, he will still be missed. But what will be missed more is good movies taking up the charts, as you will see now in Domestic. In just 1 week, a Minecraft movie has moved to number 2 in the lineup, with $280,962,000. Memes, not story, has prevailed in the year of 2025. In just 1 week, a Minecraft movie has outgrossed the entirety of Sonic 3's run. You could take a wild guess how I'm feeling right now. I'm pissed! Never mind how this story is narratively. This will set a precedent for how you make movies in general from now on. Gone are the days of good narrative. Gone are the days of being shot in location. Now we are in the age of green screen slop, paired with nary a bit of writing in it at all. Social media was a mistake. I'm sorry, but it was. When you have a main character in a PG-rated movie saying he's going to take a dump, you've gone too far. What's even worse is that we weren't originally going to have Jack Black as Steve. We were going to have Matt Berry as Steve, but he was too busy with the final season of What We Do in the Shadows. And so the mediocre era of Jack Black continues, starting with Kung Fu Panda 4. And trust me, it's only going to get worse in international. On international, Minecraft movie has moved to $269,600,000. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is still at $254,575,755. And now, Sonic the Hedgehog has been KO'd out of international. Goody. Thanks a lot, Disney and Paramount, you really ruined things. And now, begrudgingly, we look at worldwide. Well, at least Mario and Street Fighter are out next year, because even Sonic 3's worldwide gross is not safe from Minecraft's wrath, with $550,562,000, compared to Sonic 3's $490,690,855. To not break me any further, let's switch gears and go to 2 episodes of Secret Level, with parts 5 and 6 for episode 15, with one featuring Ape Escape, followed by upcoming TV shows and movies. Then fast forward 66 games later, around the same time where Ueda was making his pitch, to a title by Masamichi Seki, produced by Susumu Takasuka and Takafumi Fujisawa, and designed by Kenkichi Shimuka, Shingo Matsumoto, Katsuyuki Kanetaka, Kenji Kaito, and Hidekuni Sakai. Created Sarugetsu or Ape Escape. This was literally Masamichi Seki's only directing role, working on sound for the Grand Stream Saga, Gran Turismo, and Omega Boost. Takasuka only produced this. Fujisawa was a music producer of Philosoma and 2 Jumping Flash games. Shimuka started designing with this game, but afterwards started Q Games, where he remains vice president and director. I mean, we all gotta start somewhere. To my knowledge, Shingo Matsumoto still works at Sony to this day. Kanetaka designed this, but produced Fantavision. However, Kenji Kaito had his start all the way back at Taito in 1987. Also, let's face it, this guy is the most important piece of the puzzle. Kaito made a ton of games at Taito, including Bond's Adventure, Night Striker, Champion Wrestler, Camel Tree, Sonic Blastman, Warrior Blade, and Dead Connection. Then in 1995, changed departments to work on the world's first home karaoke console, the X55, now called Media Box, to be the project leader and lead game designer for the coin-op game Cleopatra Fortune. Then in 1997, Kaito left Taito and joined Sony. This was literally the only guy with a wiki. And last but not least, Hidekuni Sakai was a playtester for GOD Mezameo Tuyobu Koga Kikiko, which means heed the call to awaken. And there you have it, all the key players for Ape Escape. Ape Escape was a 1999 platform game developed and published by Sony Computer Entertainment for the PlayStation. In this game, you play as Spike. We go by the English names here because it was released in America first. You see, Spike here has to deal with an ape named Spectre, who got his hands on a helmet that increases the intelligence of said ape to spread the technology to the other apes, like Planet of the Apes, but without the human side effect, where Spike has to travel through time before they change history, armed with gadgets like the Stun Club, Time Net, Water Net, Monkey Radar, Slingback Shooter, Dash Hoop, Sky Flyer, RC Car, and Magic Punch to collect them all. Good grief, and only Pokemon trainers need balls to collect their monkeys. When it comes to platformers, this one is quite the rebel. Instead of using the typical jump button, you have to use the right shoulder buttons to make the character jump. Those shape buttons that Goto made allowed us to shuffle through the items we had in our inventory. The left stick controlled our character and the right stick controlled our gadgets. Regardless of the amount of gadgets we had at our disposal, only that time net can swoop up the monkeys, aka the Peepo monkeys. Peepo as in the word for people in Japanese. Peepo is also a playful word, like beep or boop in English. This now classic franchise started on June 22nd of 1999, taking 2.5 years to develop. And now back to our regularly scheduled Ueda. So Fumito had spent the first 3 months of Iko's creation in front of a small 15-inch monitor, working alone for many hours each day. Why? Well, he wanted to transfer his vision into something which could be used to pitch his ideas and gain the right resources to make it into a product. Using his skills as an animator after working on Enemy Zero. In the end, he created a 2-minute long clip depicting the adventures of a young boy and a slightly older girl with horns fleeing the castle in which they were confined. When it came time to present his pitch, there was one individual there who had been part of the PlayStation project. That was Shuhei Yoshida, and he was quite impressed with Ueda's effort, and thought it was a good idea to bring in Kenji Kaido, their gaming veteran, to collaborate with him, because the board felt that these two men working together with their individual skills and talents united would ensure a bigger possibility of success. So in September of 1997, with Ueda as director and Kaido as producer, Iko was given the green light for PlayStation release, and a budget was allocated for its full production. That means Iko and Ape Escape were worked on in tandem, but Iko wasn't on the PlayStation 1, was it? So that means we need another piece of the puzzle. A certain beloved console. Yeah, we're talking about that console next week. And that's gonna be a lot of fun. Hold tight. And next year is definitely going to have a lot of fun movies, including Street Fighter on March 20th of 2026 by Sony and Legendary, followed by the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2 on April 3rd of 2026 by Universal and Illumination, followed by Sonic the Hedgehog 4 on March 19th of 2027 by Paramount and Skydance. Then a few days later, we have Legend of Zelda Movie on March 26th of 2027 by Sony and Nintendo. Then we have for shows Secret Level Season 2 on the more logical date of December 2025 by Amazon. Then for films in production with no release date, we have Metal Gear Solid by Sony, Detective Pikachu 2 by Warner Brothers, Mega Man by Netflix, Pac-Man by Fox. And with shows with no release date, we have live-action Pokemon featuring Red by Netflix and Minecraft animated series by Netflix, which I hope will be just as good, if not better, than Minecraft Story Mode. And it better show actual Steve this time, or heads are gonna roll. And we are done. If you like what you see, press like, subscribe, and smash that bell in order to get notifications on the channel where everything grows on you.